Few seconds. Let it do its thing. And Lorcana. Alright, welcome everybody for another video on eBay Gaming. This is a little bit different from what I'm usually doing. I'm doing a Lorcana unboxing or unpacking, I guess you would call it. This is kind of like their version of Magic's bundles. So this one's called a Illuminator's Trove. With me is Lemon and Bufikatse, aka Zach. He's been here before. He's more familiar than I am with Lorcana, and so he's here to kind of give us some insight for some of the cards we were seeing. The hands you'll be seeing today will be limits. So I do not paint my nails. They are not as fancy as what you guys would want to see. But anyways, we're gonna get right to it. Afterwards, I will do a Magic Wilds of Eldraine unboxing as well. So, anyways, back to track here. We're gonna take a closer look at the Lorcana Illuminator's Trove. So, goofy thing is this particular box. We'll show you it at the top. The glue on it was like unsealed or whatever. So technically, we're not really opening it like fully sealed, but it is what it is. It's just kind of how we got it. But all the packs and everything are there, so we're just gonna go ahead and open it up. Take a look. So we'll take this out of the way, and so now we're gonna show you just kind of what the box looks like. And the cool thing is, it's like a big square like box, and so we'll flip it around and show you like on the sides and stuff like that. So it's a different little artworks and sides, and you can look at the bottom of it too. Show you some more Lorcana artwork. Now the company is doing all the printing is Ravensburger, and that's why their like logos kind of like plastered kind of all over their thing. So anyways, with that being said, we're going to open up the top, the lid, and see what's inside. Okay, so we're just fan through the book real quick, but basically it's like a first chapter guide. This kind of shows you probably how to play, and it looks like there's a checklist for the. Is this the checklist for the first set?
Yeah, it's an insert that says it tells you all the cards that exist, and it actually gives details of a few kind of spotlight card combinations. So if you're new and just learning the game, you can kind of look at the combinations that they have listed in the later parts of this little insert. Actually, it's right here. Just to give you an idea of what decks are generally kind of playing around in the first set. It's a neat little insert, very helpful.
Okay. So they're just kind of like the developers are like, hey, we're gonna expect you to not we're going to, but we expect the players to play these particular cards or types.
Yeah, and then the rarity legend is right there. Lorcana packs have 2 rares, and there's 3 types of rarity for the rares, and a foil. And your foil is a random chance to be anything. So you could open a pack with 2 legendaries and then a foil rare. Really fun packs to open.
Sweet. So let's see what else we have. So it looks like we have 2 deck boxes. Is that what this are? This is. So you can fold them out for storage.
Yeah, they're paper.
Paper little.
They unfortunately don't hold a fully sleeved 60 card Lorcana deck. So it literally is more just
For cards.
for storage.
Okay.
You have to fold that flap down, Lemon.
Yeah. I wasn't sure.
Other way.
To do the whole thing.
Yeah. Cool fact about this little box
About this box.
is, yeah. The cube itself, with both of those inserts, like with all the packs taken out and all this stuff like that, it holds 2 full boxes of Lorcana in it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is
Long ways.
yeah, it's a good amount of storage. So, like, if you can get your hands on like 1 or 2 of these, then you pretty much got your card storage solution for like the set. And I think that's pretty much what we're gonna do. Go for it. Get a few troves and use them as the storage for it. Kind of like fat packs or ETBs with Magic and Pokemon.
Okay. I'm assuming those are health counters
Mm-hmm.
and lore counters, I guess. So what Zach was saying before, the cards will essentially hold two boxes worth long ways. So if you were to store the cards like this way, straight across, you'd be able to hold 2 boxes worth. So that's pretty cool. That's like a nice little addition or thought for that. So yeah, if we can ever get our hands on some product, I would not mind filling this box up. So okay, so that's that. So pretty nice package, I would say. Like Zach said, it holds a good amount. Now, one thing I didn't really dig into too much, but there's different colors in the game. So obviously you have different color symbols on the top of these cards, and these are the respective like colors that they're in. Is that related to the deck building, Zach? I think, can you only build certain color decks? Or how do you determine what colors you're allowed to build in a deck? Or does it not matter?
It doesn't matter what colors you build with. The only stipulation Lorcana has is that you can only use 2 colors. So you can build 1 color or 2 colors.
Okay, max.
The color identity in Lorcana is very kind of for the first set established. So you'll kind of see it as you begin to open cards and look through it. Blue is a color that will ramp your resource pool. Green has people that quest, and then when they quest for like 2 to 3 Lorcana, like they're very dangerous if left unchecked. And then a lot of the creatures have abilities when they're killed, so it's kind of like a goading to kill your creatures type.
Okay. That's true, because in this game it's a little bit different, where you're not doing life. You're not doing damage to like beat somebody. Players don't have life totals. You're literally trying to build up lore.
It is a race to 20 Lorcana.
Yeah, so that's really the interesting thing about this game. So even like the smaller quote unquote creatures or characters in this game, they'll tap for 2 lore, but I mean that's 1/10 away from winning the game, even at the lowest level. So really, it's like what Zach was saying, is like they tap, exhaust, or whatever you want to call it.
It's quest.
They quest, and then while they're questing, the opposing player wants to knock them out of their quest, so that way they can't continue to quest every turn. Because if they're left unchecked, then they would just win. So
yeah, it's a very basic, easy game to understand with a lot of like nuance and caveat. Sorry, caveat might not be the right word. Nuance and room for skill expression, just in the way the game is designed. I think they did really well with it. And you very well could have the same deck and just play better than someone else and win.
Nice.
That's a very real facet of this game.
So that'll be good to see. I'm obviously looking around waiting for the starter decks to become more readily available at normal prices, and when they do, I'll definitely pick them up, so that way I can actually play it and be on top of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start opening up the packs. Should have gotten some scissors, but okay. So we'll do this as I throw my cards around, and then I'm going to hand this over lemon. Okay, so we're just gonna sift through some cards one by one. Zach, certainly stop us if you feel like any of the commons and things like that will be worth mentioning. But for now, we'll just flip through it. We're looking at the bottom of the card with a center, and that's a symbol, and that's going to give us the rarity, or yeah, it is the rarity of the card, and it gives us an idea of what we're looking at.
Yeah, the packs are set, so you can get a count. I think it's 6.
Oh yeah, true.
Six commons. You can, if you count this first pack, it's going to be the same for everything else.
Okay, so it'll be the same. So the symbols we're looking for is once we get past the uncommon, which is the shield-looking symbol, we'll get to the triangles or rares. Each pack's guaranteed at least 2 rares or above. So once we get past the uncommons, then we're gonna look for triangles, diamonds, and what is it? Hectagons or whatever. No, it's a 5. Pentagons, yeah. It's 5. Yeah, so pentagons. So those are the symbols that we're going to be looking for. And they're also color coded. So it looks like, I believe this is like a bronze, silver, gold. And then you got gray and white. So, but yeah, go ahead and rip them off and we'll see what we got.
This right here. This is seems to be a very staple blue card in the common slots. It's a great card. It ramps your resource pool blind from the top of your deck.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you get to, it's a free ramp.
Yeah, on him entering, it's a ramp.
Nice, for 3. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, great card.
Okay, so we got our...
So we're at the uncommons, yep.
Yep. Another great staple blue card for the sheer fact that it ramps similarly to that Mickey Mouse.
So it's right here, just put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down. So inkwell is basically your mana source in this game, or your resources. So how Lorcana works is you take a card, flip it upside down and face it down, and it becomes your inkwell card. And then
We'll flip that back over. So the card that's face up in that one. So look in that top corner. You see how Jumba Jakiba has a kind of like that gilded circle around the 5 in the top left?
Yep.
So look at the card underneath this one. Notice it doesn't have that. So the cards without that gilded circle around it cannot be placed in your inkwell.
Oh, okay.
From your hand. But someone like...
Okay. That makes sense from your hand. So if this was at the top of the deck and another card forced us to flip down on your inkwell...
It's fine.
Okay.
You just can't put it down from your hand.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. This is a good uncommon card. It kind of lets you dig for characters. Really, a lot of the cards are good. Just because it's the first set, there's not really much to go against.
So now we're into...
That's a good rare. This is your first rare.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 4-drop, which is pretty low cost in Lorcana. It's like it kind of feels similar to the 4-drop in Magic, where they're usually going to be good or have like a really good effect. So this one is going to be good for recycling creatures that you want out of your graveyard, or maybe you have like a bomb creature that you want to get back. Hades is seeing a good amount of play.
Obviously, another one that you cannot use as inkwell.
Yep.
As well. So, and you probably wouldn't want to, as good as he is.
Yeah, and really, that's what I was talking about, like the skill expression coming in. Really, because you kind of have to weigh your options of what cards are good early versus late versus what card can I throw away in each situation that you're in. I think once you guys play it and the more you get to see it played, that'll become more like apparent and you guys can pick up on it.
Sure.
One of the best cards in the set, and this one is actually worth a good amount of money.
Mm.
So let's look it up.
It's also super cute.
It is, yeah.
Always love a sassy Tinkerbell. And it is one of the. You can see
Okay.
that it's one of the.
That is a
So this one's a alt art actually.
super
Oh,
rare.
is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not the alt.
No. If you type in Tinkerbell
Okay,
Giant
this
Fairy,
is the alt art. Okay.
Oh, there's the.
So
Yeah.
the alt art version of this would have been $270, but this one's a good pull. This one's right now at $24 market price.
Yeah. Solid pull.
So worth half the bundle so far.
Nice.
It's a really good pull.
First foil.
Okay.
Phil.
It's a very subtle foil.
Yeah, some of the foils look really good in the foils, and then some of them just kind of fall flat.
Mm.
But it is a common rare. Nothing fancy or special.
Fair enough. And then the cute little card that they give you at the end.
If you get, it
I was
makes
gonna say this looks like an ear and.
Yeah, it looks
it
like
makes a picture.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's 4 different ones that when you tape them together, it is a picture of Mickey, Brave Little Tailor.
Cute. Do you want your foils separate?
Yes.
You probably want to
Sort
put
of.
that Hades in that stack with Tinkerbell because it's a rare.
Fair. Yeah. You right. You right. Okay. Next. Right. Next pack.
So pack 2. Aladdin and Jasmine.
It's a really good Jasmine. So if you're looking for like a card's value, it's a 3-drop with 3 health and 3 attack that when it quests grabs 2. This card is very good, and it's also inkable. Like as far as just like the general value of a card in the current first set, this is a great common.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And one of the
Cost to power ratio and inkwell ratio. Not all cards
Yeah.
have good inkwells, so this one before has a 1 inkwell. Or not inkwell,
Yeah.
but lore counter.
because look at his ability. Phil is a support card, and support currently just isn't that strong.
Mm-hmm.
So when he quests, he gives his power to another character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which
So
is this, right?
yeah, the trade-off of him just getting 1 lore is that he's giving a different character 3 extra damage to hit with.
Mm.
Which is pretty strong, actually. I feel.
It is,
But he's weak.
but
He's a little
unfortunately, I wouldn't say he's weak. I'm just saying at the moment, support as a mechanic doesn't have a
I
lot.
meant weak as in like health. He has 1 health.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Another thing about Jasmine and even the Aladdin that you pulled is one of the mechanics in this game is called shift. And they're going to be the higher cost rares and stuff like that are like 6, 7, 8, 9
That's true.
ink to cast. And the way shift works, yeah, as long as you have any other Tinkerbell out, instead of paying 6, you can pay 4 and put it on top of that Tinkerbell.
Nice.
And it takes on all the attributes. So if the Tinkerbell that you put it on had already been in for a turn, this can attack as soon as it comes in.
Now, does it remove the other Tinkerbell?
Nope,
Gets over.
it goes on top.
Now, does damage transfer between the 2 cards?
Damage does stay on, yes.
Okay, so if the other Tinkerbell takes 3 damage, this one will come in with 3 damage on it.
Yes.
Okay. Another Elsa.
Ice Surfer.
Cool. Actions. Are actions instant cast or
There's no instant speed anything. So all Lorcana is played entirely on your turn. You're not going to be interacting with your opponent during their turn with your spells.
okay? Okay, that's a bummer. I think.
This is a good common. One of the good mechanics right now is bodyguard. So also just still kind of great value. A 3/3 for 3 that comes in and protects another creature that you have. It's essentially a taunt. So you're playing these colors with like the high lore grabbing green cards. So they still have to chew through your people to get to the green cards. But yeah, we can keep going. Hercules though, great common.
Frying pan.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes you're just gonna hit someone with a frying pan.
It's true.
Uncommon.
That's a good Anna.
Is it?
Yeah, it grabs 2. But also one of the decks that's in the format currently is Elsa Heavy. So this card just synergizes really well with that deck.
Nice.
And you can go to the next one. It's one of the green cards that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
This is the staple of the green high lore grabbing, you have to kill me or you're going to lose type cards. So look at his ability, No Touchy. When it's challenged and killed, you kill the creature that kills it.
Oh.
So they have to strategize around it. And because he has that ward ability, they can't cast spells to just kill it outside of combat.
Okay.
Sure.
It's kind of like
Yeah.
Shroud or Hexproof in a sense.
Yeah, Green's mechanic is
Or I guess
very
opponents.
solid.
I guess opponents. So this would be more like Shroud, right?
Hexproof.
Or Hexproof. Okay. So Shroud means nobody can target him. Hexproof means opponents can target him. And
Correct.
for him, he does generate, like Zach was saying, 3 lower. So very, very strong. And he's a rare, and he's also $14.77.
Yeah, great
So
card.
out of the few, we're almost to the price of the bundle. Or the
That was
price
your
of the
first rare for the
trophy.
pack. You still got another rare.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Rare number 2,
Nice.
Maurice.
Also heavily played in one of the decks in the format.
Yeah.
So you're doing very good so far.
Let's see how much. Oh, Maurice costs.
I think he's on the
$2.
cheaper side.
Yeah, $2.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is okay.
Can't all be bangers.
Can't all be makers,
Fair
but
enough.
within the same pack, that's not bad. I'll take
I
it.
think he's also really cute.
Yeah.
You always get some good shit right there.
And then we got our foil next. Ooh, it's a
It's a
foil
rare.
rare. Nice. Show off the foiling if you want. It's hard to see on
Hard to
camera,
see.
but it does look good. So White Rabbit's pocket watch. Let's see how much this bad boy's worth. Not too much. So foil is $5 for the foil version. Not foil is $2.80. So a little bit under $5.
Okay, and I do have to hop out here
So
now.
put that right here for now. Yeah, it's
So-
also a rare.
You guys enjoy the rest of your openings,
Oh man, okay.
and good luck with your packs.
Yeah. Are you gonna be back at all, or are you gonna be done?
Nah. Yeah, it'll be for the night.
Okay,
Great.
no
Have a
worries.
good night. Thanks for hanging
All right.
out.
I'll see you, Zach.
Yep. See you
Thanks,
guys.
buddy. Right, so Zach is out for now, or for in general. we're gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these packs and get through the packs. And if one of my buddies, Jeremy, gets on, we will be able to do some magic. If not, we can stream another day. So let's see what we got. It's a wardrobe, Maleficent, Aladdin again, a different version of Aladdin. This is the street rat version.
Yes.
Mini, cool, nice, cool artwork.
Jetsam. That means there's got to be one for Flotsam somewhere.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Beast Mirror.
To our uncle.
Jasper.
Puppy napping.
Let's see what the focus is. It's losing focus for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah, it's trying to grab these cards. Chief. Let me see. Guess it's not going to cooperate with us.
These two. Back to us.
There we go. I think that's a little better. Let's just move it this way. Let's see what we do this. Nope, not gonna work. That's okay.
We'll do our best to show them up close at least once. So,
Okay.
rid our rares.
First rare, Doctor. Okay, the focus came back. Take that.
Nice.
So let's do Doctor.
City.
I didn't know
And
that was his
who
name.
wants to run away? I'll tell you what.
Okay. So $1.
Next. Ooh, okay.
Okay, so that one is
This one
a.
is a gold. And
So that means it's a super rare. So Rapunzel. What? Is that right?
give to Vicky. They
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay. Well, I don't know. This has got to be the same card, I guess, but. So market price for Rapunzel is $60. I don't know why she's $60, but let's read. When you play this character, remove up to 3 damage from one of your characters. Draw a card for each damage removed this way. Okay, so that's probably why it's so strong. It's a 4 cost, very low. It's a 1/5 with 2 lore, but the big thing is it's a draw 3 mechanic, which is probably why it's super rare. So, you know, to be able to draw 3 cards or up to 3, because you have to heal whatever you draw. But in this game, since damage sticks around, drawing 3 for 4 is very powerful. It's probably why this is a $60 card. And that's a bummer. I wish Zach was still here
I
because
know, me too.
he would have been able to see. But I'm gonna tell him real quick. Um,
Specify that it's a mental gifted.
oh yeah, the super. So yeah, that is a sleever. Let me start sleeving some of these. Let me sleeve some of these other ones that I know are value. So I think the Tinkerbell
Tinkerbell.
and Hades was worth something.
Hades is okay. I don't know if we checked Hades, but Tinkerbell for sure.
Okay, so Tinkerbell for sure. We'll sleeve the other ones. I'll double check. But I want to remember one of them was like 12 bucks.
save it and we'll look at the next one.
Yep.
That is our foil.
And that is a foil
It's
rare, right?
That's a pretty cool foil, actually. If you can see on the camera, it's showing her eyes and mouth really have some super shine there. They're almost like you know when you're a kid and you have foam mirror printed on things?
Ka,
That's
the
what it's
burning
like.
one. Foil. Oh, nope, not worth anything. $2.
$2.
So it's pretty and it's a super rare. So even though okay, so that's labeled as a super rare. So,
She's pretty though.
so that's a super rare. What is the hexagon or pentagon? Oh, pentagons are legendaries. Sorry.
Legendary. Got it.
Okay. So still really nice looking card. And so yeah, that's that. So we got one more card for the artwork. It looks like we'll be able to finish it off.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's got Caesars. So we're working on our Mickey.
Yeah.
Keep working on that over here. Maybe we'll be able to get him in the next one. Alright.
Okay. So that so we're on pack 4. Okay, we're halfway, well, almost halfway there. So this is our 4th pack. So let's see.
Okay.
Chris, Lamo work together.
Cute.
Hongo, 101 Dalmatians, 101 Dalmatians.
Hey!
Okay. Very funny chicken.
Like, even if they're commons, it's nice that Disney has a lot of fun and recognizable characters that you are just gonna adore anyway.
Yeah. It's time for you to chill. That's a quote from the movie. So we got a couple Frozen cards up here next.
Getting to our uncommons here. Zach, draw 2 cards, then choose and discard 2 cards. It's time to read labels.
Oh.
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel again.
Yeah.
Uncommon. Another uncommon Elsa.
So,
I don't think the other Elsas are worth much. I think most of them are only the super rares are going to be the ones that are going to be worth anything. So, yeah, so $1, which is for an uncommon still very expensive, considering. But
Le Fou.
okay, so he's our first rare of this pack. We'll go ahead and look him up.
Instigator.
Instigator, okay. So $1.50. So he's a bulk rare in the trading card world. Okay, Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. Artful Rogue. It's a super rare.
Okay, super rare, $2. So he's another bulk rare. He's probably not a bad card, but considering he costs 7 for what he does, it's just not the ability's not crazy either. So misdirection doesn't seem like it's too broken of a mechanic. So this pack probably is going to be a dud because we got 2. You got $1 one and then a $2 card, $1.50 card, I guess. So next card. Lilo.
This is our foil. There you go. I got a good Little shine off of it
I think
there.
it's Galactic Hero Lilo. Yep.
That's adorable, though, actually. That's a very cute art. So she's uncommon foil.
So
But she's pretty dang cute.
just worth a little bit more than her normal card. So she's only about a quarter versus like a 10-cent or 5-cent card.
And real quick,
So we'll be able to finish the artwork.
completing our Mickey.
Cool.
Ta-da!
And Zach just chimed in about the card earlier. He's mentioning one of the most sought after cards in this set. So this is in relation to
The Rapunzel Gleam and Glow one.
the Rapunzel. So she's probably one of the
She's pretty good.
more sought out cards. Obviously, because she's legendary, it's also a pretty good giveaway. So you see the little symbol, the pentagon symbol, that's the one to look for.
And it's golden color. You can't quite tell on the camera, maybe, but the pentagons are gold.
So next. Okay. So we are on the 5th pack, 3 more packs after this.
Man, I'm waiting for Flotsam.
We got 2 Jetsons so far. We'll eventually get a Flotsam, I think. Hopefully, between 8 packs.
Oh, the genie.
Genie.
Develop your brain.
Merlin. Scar. That's an interesting looking Scar. I don't remember if I've seen this artwork. Yeah, of Scar. Might be in one of the Lion King 2 or 3s or whatever, but I don't remember this quite this look.
Yeah. Another healing glow.
Yep. Another comment, so there's just healing characters. Fire the cannons. So direct damage card.
Another Jumba. Jumba.
So those are uncommons.
Another Aladdin, one jump ahead. Zach was saying it's highly played.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Another LeFou. Uncommon LeFou, the Bumbler. Rare. Just in time.
You may play a character with cost 5 or less or free. So it costs 3, and basically allows you to play a 5 card. So at the best value, you're discounting a card for 2. Now, is it worth anything? A few bucks. So market price 3 1/4, so $3. Not a bad value. It's pretty decent for the pack. If we get another good rare, then it would pretty much pay for the pack at MSRP, not at the current market rate of packs, because currently they're like $15 a pack. So let's hopefully the second card will help pay for the pack. Aladdin.
Super rare Aladdin, heroic outlaw.
Okay. Oh. Heroic Outlaw. Okay. So this is the standard art Heroic Outlaw. Looks like there's an alternate art. Market is 3 1/4 again. So actually, between the Just in Time and Aladdin, those two would make the pack worth it at normal MSRP. So not a bad pull, especially compared to the previous pack. Previous pack, I think we got $3 value out of the 2 rares plus. This one's about $6. So
Let's see what our foil is.
let's see what a good foil.
It's Meg.
So she's a common. Pulling the strings. Normally she's a 5-cent common. The foil is 50 cents, so a little bit more value on the foil. but still not bad. So Zach was saying on stream, it says good card in the 7-drop Aladdin that we had earlier, right here. It comes in the pre-con 2, so it's auto included. And so for those of you who want it, you can probably get it in the pre-con. Not probably, you will be able to get it in the pre-con just by getting it. So a good way to get multiple copies of said card. I don't know what's the limit of this game. I don't know if it's like 3 cards per deck or 4, but I think it's one of those two. Yeah, I don't know the deck building limitations of this game quite yet. So, most games are 60 cards, but this might be a 40 or 50 card deck, but I'm guessing it's 60 cards and 4 copies.
Right. Another wardrobe. Another type of Aladdin. This is Prince Ali, but he's still common. So.
Yep. It's not bad.
Merlin, self-appointed mentor. Another support. A different Minnie Mouse.
Cute. Always classy. She costs 1 for a 1/3, so she's actually not too bad, and she's a little bit tougher than normal with 3 health. So you are gonna waste some effort to try to get rid of her on the opposing side. So I don't know if this is like an auto include, but looking for like a 1 for 1/3, I think that's pretty good. Anytime you get more health or attack for the cost, I think there's some value in that. Tibetan
Sebastian. Cute.
Singer. Challenger 2. Captain Hook.
Mentor.
Okay, a non-foil Lilo.
Dragonfire.
Banished chosen character. So it's a pretty powerful ability for an uncommon. It does cost 5, so expensive. It basically just removes a character from the game. So anything that's tough to deal with.
Sven. Official ice deliverer.
Cute.
Right, we got another rare LeFou, the Instigator.
So we got him already, and so we did looking him up. Not that much of a value. Another bulk rare. Captain Hook.
Rare.
I think he's just a regular rare. I don't know if he's worth anything, but we will check him out. I want to say no just because he is a standard rare. Okay, so $2.50. So in the category of bulk rare, so Dragon's Fire is a great card. So Zach was saying red is a removal deck. So red is like burn or removal. So that makes sense. And for 5, I think you can remove someone else's card that's even more valuable than a 5, right? So you don't want to cast it on like another 5 cost or 6 or 7 to get the value out of it. Okay. Hades foil.
Hades.
So it's a foil rare. So that's pretty good.
He looks pretty cool, actually. He looks decent in the foil.
Which one is King what?
King of Olympus.
Okay. Unfortunately, the rare is only about $1. So
He's the foil.
yeah. Foil's $1.
Yeah, $1, yeah.
So he goes from 80 cents to $1. Not that much more. For each other villain character. Okay, so his ability, Sinister Plot, it's not that great, and he's very expensive for an 8 cost. So he doesn't really have much going for him. And his Shift 6 is still really expensive as well. So probably why he's $1 or less.
Yeah.
So that's a bummer. It's rare.
He's foiled.
Rare. Okay. Yeah, we're doing all the rares.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, 2 more packs. Left.
Yeah, because I was seeing that.
Oh yeah, villains.
Well, because Hades' ability 2, this card gets +1 for each other villain card you have in play. So, if villains become a little stronger, if they're a little bit more active, if you can have more on the field, then that could be a good card.
Yeah,
regardless
yeah,
of
it
the
could be
fact that
pretty
it costs
pretty
8.
powerful.
Right.
Him again.
Horus. Another Ice Surfer Elsa.
Cool. Elsa's worth money. Chosen character gets -2 attack, so not bad for 1 cost. Beast Mirror again. Frying Pan again. So we've been getting a few duplicates.
Shield of Virtue.
Oh, that's a new card. Ursula's Cauldron. That looks cool. Genie, so it's the rare. Okay. So this Genie is the rare. Did we get the same Genie before? Or Powers Unleashed. I think it was a different Genie. So $1.50 for a regular, yep. So $1.50 for the first rare. Okay. Hades.
Legendary Hades.
So we got a legendary Hades. Nice. Which one is this one? Infernos.
Schemer.
So a $25 card, actually. So we got another banger for the bundle. It's a very, very valuable card. Get it sleeved up. And
Sorry. Our foil, though, underneath is Flynn Rider. Charming Rogue. He's an uncommon, but we haven't seen it before in any of our others.
Flynn.
Try to get that foil so you can see it, but here comes the smolder.
Okay, so Flynn is actually looks like he's pretty well played, even though he's uncommon. He's a $5 foil, actually, so he's actually worth a pretty good amount. He's worth more than some of the rares we have, so I should give him two. So for $5, he pays for the pack, essentially. But regardless, this pack was really good because between Hades and Flynn, that's literally $30 value on that one single pack. Now, granted, this is a sneak peek or early preview of the game. The game's been out for a few weeks now, but because of the scarcity of sealed product, it's hard to get. So everything is like more inflated, I would say, in price and value. So I think some of these cards, as they become more readily available, it'll be cheaper. It'll lower down the price. But still great pull. I think overall, this bundle, this treasure trove or whatever, it's been a great value. So we're at the last pack. You will see what we got. So another Mickey Mouse. The cool thing with this artwork is this is like the artwork in the beginning of a lot of Disney movies, but this is the actual scene from him whistling and turning the steering wheel of the boat. So tugboat. So it's the one where he's whistling and stuff like that. But it's a very iconic scene. You see it at the beginning of a lot of Disney movies, but it's nice to see that they added that to the game. So,
Magic Golden Flower.
oh, it's a new card. Okay.
Another scar.
Not a scar.
Timon.
Oh, cute. First time I think we've seen Timon all night. 0-4. Interesting. A Tinkerbell.
Another Tinkerbell. Look how cute she is.
It's a tiny tactician.
Come on.
Very cute.
There's a reason Tinkerbell is so loved. Okay, into our uncommons, we got the Beast. Hard-headed. Moana.
Okay, getting into the uncommons here with the Beast and Moana.
Olaf.
Again, another values for 1/3. I think these are probably pretty good for 1-cost cards in the game. Okay,
Rare.
so first rare,
Stitch.
one of the two, so we'll see what Stitch is worth. And you said Abomination. So he's a bulk rare at 36 cents, so not really played. The foil is a $2.25 version if we get a foil. So he's probably not that good. Okay,
Simba
another
Returned
rare.
King.
So, Return King. Our other rare, because it's a triangle simple rare, looks like it's another bulk rare. It's 50 cents and 67 cents at foil at most. So that is a really dud pack. And then the foil, depending on what this is, might determine the value of the pack.
Uncommon, You Have Forgotten Me.
Oh no.
That's a pretty cool foil card.
It is pretty cool. But I am doubtful that this is worth anything. So $1 as an uncommon, but the foil is $3.86. So actually, that's worth more than any other card in the same pack. Even though it is a uncommon. So it says each opponent. Oh, so one says each opponent. So for, I guess when it says each opponent, does it mean play with up to 8 people? Okay, that makes sense. Oh, so you have an 8-player Lorcana pod, kind of like Commander in a sense where you play 4-player pods. So that is really good to know. Okay, so 386. You know, I will sleeve that too because that's almost $5. That's worth more than most rare. So this card probably sees a lot of play.
Sad to report that we were unable to finish Mickey twice. We have 3 of his left leg, but sometimes that's just the way it is.
Yep. Just the way it is.
But at least we finished one of them.
So we did, and we have extras for other packs as we open them. And I did. These are not related to this particular pack, but I will at least show you guys the rares and super rares and whatnot for the other packs. So these are the first 2 packs. This is the foil.
So we had opened 2 other boosters, not on stream, essentially.
Yeah.
So we have a regular Maximus, but we also have the super rare Maximus. We also have the Queen. And then our foil for that one was Reflection, which is kind of hard to see the foil, but it's a really pretty card. I think that it would be pretty even not in foil. Like the foil is almost softens it too much, but it is a very pretty card.
Okay, so that was for 1 pack, and this is for the other pack.
Put that there. So here.
So this is the other pack.
this one we had the rare magic mirror, legendary Gantu.
Let's see what he's worth. Looks like there's only one version of him. So he's a $5. So $3.99. $4. So certainly worth sleeving as well. These are just simple penny sleeves, so we can get a bit of valuation. We had pulled this and thought this was the actual alternative art Elsa, which is a not uncommon, but this is a foil. You can't really tell too well in the camera.
Well, part of it is because she's sleeved right now, so let me take her out of the sleeve so we can see that a little better. She's a pretty cool foil, actually. Okay, there we go. I just have to pick her up a little bit.
So normally she's $1. If she was like a promo version of her, she would be $500 for the promo version. But it is a good uncommon, like Zach was saying, very well played, and going with what he was saying earlier, where you can play other characters on top of others. So if you had other Elsas, you can play it on top of this one at a discounted price. The cool thing is because it's heavily played, the normal version of it is $1 and change, but the foil version is $8.47. So for an uncommon, it's a really high value uncommon, worth more than multiple rares actually in this set. So, but yeah, with that being said, that's pretty much the Trove unboxing plus 2 additional packs towards the end that we opened prior that we just showed you recently here.
Just showed you the highlights.
Just the highlights of it, so kind of skip the little stuff. But the big thing is, the Trove itself, MSRP is about $50. I think we got it at a local shop here closer to 60, or that might be because of tax. So with that being said, we certainly got our value back. I think we got close to $150 worth of value alone on the cards. So between the Tinkerbell and the Rapunzel, and I think we got a $20 card as well, or 15, 12, something like that. So a lot of good value out of this Trove, so I think it's a pretty good deal so far. Granted, this is the nature of trading card games. All packs are random, and you're not guaranteed to get like quality pulls, right? So certainly, if you guys are wanting cards, buying singles is the way to go. Generally speaking, until this set becomes more readily available. Buying singles, I think, is going to be on a more expensive side. But even packs, packs are going for like $15 a booster pack. So, if I were to pay that much for the booster packs, I would have lost a lot of money on all of this actually. Because 8 packs, $15, I would have barely broken even with the cards that I got. And it's just, right now. So I think as Ravensburg is able to catch up to the demand. Cusco, $15. Yeah, I need to sleeve him too. So Cusco, $15 for a rare actually, so really good. Between those 3 cards alone, even before Cusco, still worth the bundle of Trove. I keep calling them bundles because it's just what I'm used to. But yeah, so that's what we got, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time. All right. Well, we're still live, but basically, I can cut the clip the videos. But I don't think anybody will come back on. So what we'll probably, I can probably do just a pre-release kit. We'll start from there. So set up for magics. Do Daisy's being a creeper. So yep. Okay. For now, let's go here for now. Okay, let's see what's on here. It says we've got 3 viewers, but I think it's literally you, Zach, and one other person. Looking at the list, I think it's probably, I don't know. There's a couple names here that I normally see when I do stream, so it might be one of those where like they have it tabbed up.
I see the deck box.
Um,
Zach asked if any of their or Lilo or Maleficent. So let me look.
Were any of the rares Lilo or Maleficent?
I'm gonna find out, Zach. Give me a second. So. I think the Lilo we got was the uncommon, so she's not the rare.
Yeah, Lilo was uncommon. We got a foil Lilo and a non-foil Lilo. And Maleficent, I think we got a Maleficent, but I don't know if it's a rare. But if you probably haven't flipped through it yet, we probably didn't get it. Might have been an uncommon version of Maleficent.
Yeah, I think we got common or uncommon Maleficent. I don't think we got. The only Lilo we got this Lilo. It's the uncommon, but she's foil, and we also got her not foiled. And as far as Maleficent, I believe the only version of Maleficent we got was the dragon, which is not the same.
Boo.
Yeah, we got the common Maleficent, which is not this one.
So the rare Lilo and the Maleficent are 1-drops, 2 lore grabbers. They're $30, which makes sense. So anything that costs lower, then you get more value out of it. So like a 1-drop giving 3 lore, that's very powerful. It's very hard to stop actually too. And those are one of the cards that most people probably have like removal for. It's save removal for, because they're probably just weak enough to like, you don't care over there. Beating up my cards.
No. It's just that the sleeves that you have are a little bit wide. So they're having trouble.
Are they?
Are we opening this?
Yes. Okay. So let's wait a few seconds. I can start this one. I'll be able to clip it. Whatever.
Wow!
Oh.
Wow.
Get him knocked around. Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. This is Suffice again with another video for EB Gaming, and we are doing a Wowza Eldraine pre-release kit unboxing. So essentially, much like all of our other unboxings, we're just gonna kind of open up the box packs, check out, see what's in it, and see if we can pull anything cool or valuable. So this is a pre-release kit. Obviously, this sets came out for what 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now. So this is kind of more pre-release kits I've purchased in the past, and I'm just kind of opening up more for more content, I guess. So, anyway, so tune in here and check it out, and hopefully you guys like this. And if you do, please comment and come back for more unboxings, and then we'll go from there. So again, this is a pre-release kit. It's sealed, so this is brand new from the shop. All pre-release kits come with draft packs. I believe it's 6, and a code for the online game, as well as a limited edition dice with the 20 symbol for the set. So each dice, 20 D20 as a spin down with a cool symbol. So if you like collecting those, this is one of the few ways between bundles and pre-release kits. The pre-release kits come with the regular size D20. So if you want the large size, then you would want to go with a bundle, which is what we also have here. But I'm not planning on opening up the bundle right now. This will be for another video. So we're just gonna do the pre-release just to show you guys one at a time. But keep an eye out for a second video or third video for more stuff. And the camera's not really focusing too well, but no big deal. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up here and just rip it right off. And yes, there are 2 sets of hands in this video. So, again, always cool. You guys have seen this before, but we'll go ahead and show you what's in it. So we're going to open up the top and see the dice. So that's generally the first thing that you're able to see here. And if you look, we got a cool looking blue die, and you can put it in the center. And I'll show you the symbol, and it should be books for the 20 symbol. See that? So books for the pages that are being opened. And that's the Wilds of Eldraine set. So move that real quick. But with that, we also got a little pre-release brochure, arena. Anybody who wants to take this, go for it, because I don't need it. And then the first one is a pre-release stamped card. So it is called Red Cap Gutter Dweller. I don't think it's worth much. Well, what is that, orange? Is that an orange or is that a gold?
It's orange.
Oh. Well, it's $2.
Actually, no, you're right. It's a gold.
So it's rare. Okay, so it's a $2. So $2. The other card is not a real card in the back, so it's just like a whatever. So this is the only actual playable card in this pack. But the glare is making it hard to see. So yeah, here you go. Guess you should be able to see a little better here. Red cap gutter dweller. $2. And this is the pre-release one. You can tell by looking at the stamp. This is 2023. So, you know, these generally give you a little bit more value on the same version of the card. With that being said, we get 6 draft boosters. And so we'll be opening these up tonight and see what we get. So, go ahead and start with the first one and center the camera apparatus. I don't know what you can call these. I do need to build something right there so that way it can kind of like hold the cards in place without having to hold your hands up there too much. So, so start here like this. Again, draft boosters are a little bit different from set boosters. They have more lands, and their intention is to be drafted for sealed events. They come with 15 cards, so we're going to go ahead and rip them off and see, but this is the symbol to look for the rarities. So these are commons, and we'll get to uncommons and then rare plus. So go ahead and Flip him over. Cool thing with this set is the artwork is really gorgeous. They did such a good job, and it's one of the more value sets in Magic.
That's a really pretty art, actually. Goodness. Slippery.
Oh, hey, Kohler. So I'm going for usability in a sense that, like Zach mentioned in Commander. I'm a Commander player, so that's my interest in Magic. So besides that, it would be value and playability in Commander sense. I'm just not familiar with like limited and standard or modern things like that. So current rotating sets I don't follow too well, so I don't really know the meta of what is good and or bad in the sets.
So we went to pause just because the book changed colors.
So the book changed colors and basically is the rarity. So we're going from commons to uncommons, which is the silver. So now we're in the uncommons.
What?
Okay, so now we're going to the uncommons, or from uncommons to gold. So gold stands for rare, and then you have something that's orange would be called mythics. So this particular one is Sleep Curse Fairy, Flying Ward 2. Let's look it up. Enters the battlefield tap with 3 stun counters on it. Oh, it has stun counters. Interesting. Okay. The reason why it comes with 3 stun counters is because it costs 1 for a 3/3 Flying Ward 2. So, pretty powerful creature for what it is, but it's basically in stasis for a few turns because stun counters basically stay on it and it keeps it from untapping for a while, unless you just want to pay the resources to untap her. But for a 3/3 flying, it's actually pretty good. But Sleep Curse Fairy, so she's a standard. So what's the difference between these two? Promo pack. Okay, so she does not part of the promo pack. She's a book rare.
We put those in the same stack, or do you need a different stack?
Different stack, yeah. Okay, so this is a enchanted card, I guess. It's part of the Wilds of Eldraine. This is a full art, and this is a mythic. So you can't. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but it's an orange symbol. So Defense of the Heart is beginning of upkeep. If an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice Defense of the Heart, search library for up to 2 creatures, put them in the battlefield, and then shuffle. A very strong card, very good card in Commander. I do run Defense of the Heart myself in one of my decks. So I think it's almost an auto-include in green because it almost allows you to grab combos out of your deck. And you could just literally like have that and then boom, combo out if no one's able to stop the enchantment. So let's see how much Defense of the Heart is worth on this particular version. I think this is classified as anime borderless, actually. It's not. I lied. It's an anime borderless. So this is just the... Let's see. Okay. So actually a $7 card. Actually, so market price $7. It's a really good value, actually. The tortoise is also funner. Italian Hydra. Okay. So we're talking about the other. This one probably.
Next.
Yes, let's go for the next card. Foil. So this is the foil. Uncommon. Belligerent of the Ball. So not really worth anything there. But I will go ahead and sleeve Defense of the Heart because It's worth something. So is it worth the pack? Yes. This pack got its value back. So pretty good value out of the current pack. Now, I don't know, Zach might be able to answer this. I don't know if it's set boosters or draft boosters. Do both allow the possibility of getting anime art? Can I get anime arts for both? Also, yes, Collar, or Kohler, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Everybody has been on their, tippy-toeing, talking about the Agatha's Cauldron, and the money value of it. That card keeps increasing in value as time goes by, just because of people just realizing how strong it's gotten. Because when the set first came out, the card itself was $20, and over time it's been jumping up more and more and more. I think it's doubled since then. I think it's closer to $40. Yeah, so $40, $50 for pre-release kits. So market price is $34, so not $40. So it's gone from like $20 to like $30 in really such a short time. But it has been pretty much like an auto include, and it's a 2-cost artifact. It's really strong. So that's our foil. So we'll go to the next card. And we got a nice looking plains. And then the last card should be a token no, in this case this is a draft booster, so it would not be a list card. So this is just tokens. So the last card generally is like token or advertisement type cards. Unless we're dealing with set boosters. I do like the tortoise card. I think we can see some like interesting interactions with it in the future if people start messing around with it to try to see what it can do. I think it has a lot of potential. All right. Go ahead and rip them off. See what we got. Hamlet, not that great. Feed the Cauldron, pretty decent. When I say decent, a lot of these cards are really good in like a limited format type of thing. So I want to stop here real quick. This set definitely introduced some cool mechanics, but Bargain is one of them. And basically, when you cast it, sometimes they have something called Bargain. Bargain basically allows you to sacrifice something, in this case, for Bargain's artifact, enchantment, or token, to cast a spell. So when you do the Bargain, you get an added benefit on top of what you normally would get. So in this case, it also gains flying and lifelink until end of turn. So pretty good. But we'll go to the next card. But for one cost, one for 2/2, that's still pretty solid. Just mark, really cool art. You can discard a card, draw 2 cards. Gingerbread. They started adding gingerbread men cards set. So we're going into the uncommons. They also introduced adventure cards into this set too. Well, I don't know, adventure cards have been around, but they're in this set as well. Okay, this is the first rare. Lich Knight's Conquest. This is sacrifice any number of artifacts, enchantments, and tokens. Return that many creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not a bad card, especially if you have like a token generating, like food tokens or treasure tokens, those kind of things. At a 5 cost, I don't think it's that good of a card. I don't know if it's quite valuable in that sense, just because it requires so much. But if you do have a win con in your graveyard, this could get you that win. So I don't envision seeing this being played too much in Commander. Probably in Constructed, in other formats, probably not a bad card. So let's see what the full art. Intrude Alarm. Okay, we've gotten multiple of these in the past, but creatures don't untap their controller's untap step. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, untap all creatures. This is the full art version of it, and this is the I think fantasy full art version, not the enemy art. So it's a bulk rare, unfortunately. I've got a swamp, and this is a really nice looking swamp actually. Whoever the artist is, actually not whoever, it's at the bottom. They did a really good job. Yep, really good job, really pretty art. This is also another pretty art for token. It's a really cool, yeah, really cool looking beast token. So for 3/3 beast, really awesome art actually. They did a good job with the tokens for this set. Beanstalk Worm, cool looking art. About to destroy a village. Slim Ring. Now Fox Warrior. Another adventure. So this one's pretty good card. It's 3 costs, but it says instant sorcery spells you have cost 1 less, or you cast cost 1 less. For 3, and it's 2 and flying, so it's, in terms of playability, I think it does have some value in some decks. Not all, but especially if you're going for like a fairy deck or deck that looks for rogues. The ability it has is really good to cost 1 less. Okay, next card. Cooped Up. Villain Bruiser. Witch Stalker. Yep, we're into the uncommons. Another bargain card. It's a cool looking dragon. Okay, so this is our first rare Spore Fox Bodyguard. I don't think this card's worth too much, but it is an interesting ability. Basically, it's flash and allows you to kind of protect something, so it keeps something from dying essentially. Because he'll come in, remove the card from the game, and when he dies, the other card comes back. It's a pretty decent card. Grasp of Fate. So this is our full art. This is an uncommon. Do not think it's worth much. So it's kind of like a pretty card, right? But in terms of value, not too crazy. So. For Mountain, this set introduced, another series of full arts, and I will say I really enjoy or like the full arts versions for Wilds of Eldraine. So it's really pretty arts for full arts. They did such a good job. These are more tokens. So these are rolls introduced in this set. So you got a cursed roll and a wicked roll, and on the back side, I believe there's more. Oh no, nope. It's just one. I lied. So but there's different rolls, but this is one of. These are 2 of the available rolls. So we're down to 3 packs. So we are halfway there for this. And so typically a pre-release kit, you know, when you go to a pre-release event, you get these 6 packs and you're supposed to make a deck out of it, and then you play. And you try to win more packs. So that's the cool benefit of a going pre-release, because you pay for the price of the pre-release, and you have the ability to get more cards for just playing, for playing a game you enjoy. So Sweet Tooth Witch. Obviously, there's a food theme associated with this set too, because it's fairy tales and food and witches and dragons and such. Spoilers. So we're into the uncommons. Greta. So this card is interesting. It's a legendary creature, human warrior, but the interesting thing about her is she can be played as a commander. I don't know if she'll necessarily be a good commander, but there's a possibility that people can use her as a commander because she's a legendary, and she's 2 colors, so 2 very popular colors, but cool art, cool card, cool abilities. Splashy Spellcaster, literally. Okay, so this is the card you were talking about. This is the rare, but this is actually the gingerbread character that is on the box, on the front of the box. So, Sire Ginger, the Meal Ender. So that's her. But yes, pretty funny card, and I think this does see some play. So Dragon Mantle. This is an uncommon full art. Enchantment Order. Do not believe that this has any big value outside of like limited format or sealed. Okay, so that's the full art card. Common, but not worth much. And then a swamp. Another cool looking swamp. And it's a really cute token rat. It's really cute art. Down to 2 packs. Thanks for tuning in, Kohler. Glad you're here to hang out and watch us open up some packs. Usual Zach. Warehouse Tabby, really cute card. Like the artwork. It's a funny looking card. Dwarf Knight. Or Goat. Okay, going into the uncommons. That's a really cool art, actually. It's really cool looking art. So yeah. Tempest Heart, another cool looking art card. Foresight Ritual, so it's the rare of it. It is a bargain card. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. If it spells was bargain, if this spells bargain, look at the top 8. Put 2 of them in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your deck in any random order. And so it allows you to kind of filter through your deck for don't think it's worth it to pay the 4 for that. But it is a 4 for to draw 2, so it's not horrible. But oftentimes you can draw 3 for 4 mana. But this allows you to kind of peek past the 4 cards with a bargain. Okay, Griffin Airy, really pretty full art, uncommon. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 more life this turn, create a 2/2 Griffin creature token flying. I believe this card gets played a good amount in life gain type decks. Because 2/2 for flyer, that's really strong, and actually for a 2-cost enchantment. So it's really cheap to play, and if you're able to consistently gain life, you can just keep creating griffins. So not too bad. Unfortunately, it's only at the end of your turn, not at the end of every turn, and it only happens once. So not that busted, but for an uncommon, I think it's a pretty good card. Next, and this is our foil, I believe. It's a really cool looking art, and like a knight talking to a werewolf of sorts. But the Salted Knight. So next would be our forest, our land card. And a rat token. Cool. So we're down to 1 pack. I will say, if I had gotten this pre-con, pre-release pack, I would be in trouble in the tournament because these cards have not been great. This would have been really hard for me to build a deck out of, if I am being honest. So I don't think we've seen this card yet for this pack. So pretty cool. Armory Mice, really cute. Yeah. Living Lantern. Also, I need to look at investing in getting a better camera. This camera keeps like focusing in and out. But if I can just do fixed focus and have a predetermined distance for the camera, I think it would be good. More fairy rogues. Fairy fencing. We are into the uncommons.
Beautiful.
Really pretty. Ice Wrought Sentry. So Scalding Viper, this is our rare. I have gotten these before, but again, pretty good card. Especially for anything that's doing, red and blue. Again, this is an adventure card, so you can play the first part Steam Clean for its normal cost as a sorcery, but it return target permanent to its owner hand, and then you exile a card. So once the card's exiled, you can play it back again for its normal cost, and it comes back. So whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana 3 value or less, the Viper deals 1 damage to that player. Really cheap to cast, really cheap to play. So really kind of tempos the game, per se. So it's really annoying to work around, but it's one of those cards that has good value, and it's a really good rare. In terms of value, I don't think it's worth much right now, but it might be worth something in the future. So it's a bulk rare. So we're looking at a quarter for the card. So unfortunately, not worth that much. So Knightly Valor. This is an enchantment aura. Enchant a creature. Costs 4. It's uncommon. Art looks great. Card itself is not that great. So probably a 5-cent uncommon, if that. So we got planes, and then last but not least, we get a token, and that's a bird. So again, like I said, the tokens in this set are really pure, beautiful or pretty. They did such a good job with all the tokens and the lands and art. So that is the unboxing of the pre-release kit. Unfortunately, like I said, you know, this probably is not a great pre-release kit to get the cards. In terms of like being able to play or do well with, I'll probably would go like 0 and whatever in the local tournament, based on the cards that I saw here. And in terms of value, not much value on this particular pre-release kit. I will say on the pre-release kits I have gotten for the set, I have not gotten good value for the other pre-releases I have gotten in the past. On the flip side is I have the bundles that I've gotten have been really good value in terms of bundles. I have been able to get really great pulls in the bundles for this particular set. I do have a set booster as well, which I will probably open up later at some point and stream that as well. So that's pretty much it. So thanks guys for tuning in and checking out the video / stream, and I will see you guys next time. So have a good night.